In this lesson, we'll focus on practical test-taking strategies that can make a real difference on test day. These techniques are not just about tips, they're based on how the GED is structured and how you can boost accuracy, save time, and reduce mistakes on each of the 4 subject tests. The goal? Help you pass faster, smarter, and with more confidence. Let's begin by learning how to tackle the most common question type on the GED, multiple choice. Most GED questions are multiple choice, which means you're given a question and several answer choices, usually 4. Here's how to approach them effectively. Read every word carefully. First, don't skim. Read the question and all the choices slowly. GED questions often include tricky wording like, which of the following is not true? It helps to underline key words in your scratch paper, or at least mentally note them. Eliminate wrong answers first. Next, cross out options you know are clearly wrong. Narrowing your choices to 2 or 3 significantly boosts your chances, even if you end up guessing. Use the backwards method. Another great trick. Start with the answer choices and plug them back into the question. This method is especially helpful for math and grammar questions. Watch out for trap answers. Finally, beware of trap choices. These are answers that are too extreme, only partly true, or completely off topic. The GED often checks to see if you're reading carefully, not just relying on memorized facts. Time limits can feel stressful, but not if you walk in with a solid plan. First, use the 2-minute rule. If you're stuck on a question for more than 2 minutes, flag it and move on. You can always come back later if time allows. Don't let one question eat up your clock. Second, don't spend too long on reading passages. For long reading sections, read the questions first, then scan the passage. Focus only on the relevant parts, instead of reading everything in detail. Third, know the question count. Each GED subject has a different number of questions. Use this to pace yourself. Reasoning through language arts, RLA, about 46 questions. Math, about 45 questions. Science, about 35 questions. Social studies, about 35 questions. Break your time into chunks based on the number of questions, and always try to leave 5-10 minutes at the end for review. Next, let's talk about how to approach written response questions on the GED. 2 GED sections include written responses. First, the Reasoning Through Language Arts, RLA section includes an extended response. This is your essay. Second, the Science section may include a short answer question. To respond effectively, use a simple writing formula. For both essays and short answers, follow this structure. Intro sentence. Restate the prompt in your own words. Evidence. Use details from the passage or data provided. Explain. Show how the evidence supports your point. Closing sentence. Wrap up your thought clearly. Don't panic if you don't know the right answer. There isn't just one correct answer. GED looks for logical reasoning, structure, and support. Finally, let's cover what to do when you're unsure of an answer. The GED does not penalize wrong answers, so guessing is always better than leaving a question blank. First, eliminate and pick. Get rid of any clearly wrong options. Then choose your best guess from the remaining choices. Next, choose consistently. If time runs out and you have to guess on several questions in a row, pick the same letter, such as all B or all C. This gives you a small statistical edge compared to random guessing. To wrap up, let's talk about how to stay calm and focused during the GED exam. Even the best test takers make mistakes when they're anxious. Here's how to stay grounded. First, use breathing techniques. If you start to panic, pause for 10 seconds, close your eyes, and take 2 to 3 deep breaths. This simple technique can quickly bring your focus back. Next, focus only on the current question. Don't stress about the one you just answered or the one that's coming next. Take it one question at a time. Finally, avoid distractions. Ignore the timer for most of the test. Just check in about halfway through to make sure you're on pace. Let's review what we've covered. To improve your performance on the GED, read carefully and eliminate wrong answers. Manage your time using pacing rules and the 2-minute method. Structure written responses with clear evidence and logic. Guess smartly. Never leave blanks. Stay calm, breathe, and focus only on one question at a time. By mastering these strategies, you'll be more confident and more efficient. Two of the most powerful tools for success in the GED.